Welcome to a brand new edition of Quinny Connections. Joining us from Belleville Theatre Guild, actor Abbie Schmidt, who joins us to talk about A Midsummer Night's Dream, which is currently happening at the Theatre Guild soon. So Abbie, so great to meet you. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm glad to be here.
When does your time start with the Belleville Theatre Guild? How long has it been?
I believe that I did an audition for them in July, and that was my first audition. And now I'm in my first production with them that started shortly after that. We've been in the thick of rehearsals since then, and our show opens in November, so we've been having an excellent time together.
Yeah, Midsummer Night's Dream, it's great to have Shakespeare on display again. What's the story behind this one for folks who don't remember reading it in high school or haven't picked it up yet?
Oh yeah, Midsummer Night's Dream is arguably one of Shakespeare's most famous comedies, even if you haven't seen Midsummer Night's Dream, because it's over 500 years old and a classic. You've seen some of the jokes in there and other pieces that you're familiar with. So the down and dirty plot for Midsummer Night's Dream, there's a royal palace somewhere with King Theseus. He just defeated the Amazons in war, and as a prize, because that's what they did back in the day, he took their queen to be married. So there's going to be this giant royal wedding, and members of the court come in, and there's this dad, and he says, "My daughter doesn't want to marry the guy I want her to marry. King, you got to do something about this. If you don't, I'm going to kill her. Sentence her to death," this ancient rule. And everybody gasps, like, "We don't do that anymore." And the king's like, "Well, I guess that's the law." And these lovers show up. So we have four people, Hermia, Helena, Demetrius, Lysander, and there's love triangles and all of these things, but they decide we're going to get out of the royal palace, we're going to go escape to the woods, and the woods are where the fairies are, and that's where all the magic happens. So there's magic that gets mixed in, and people are in love with the wrong people, and we have these lovers running around, the fairies are fighting, there's lots of comedy in that. And to make it even better, there's a bunch of actors that want to perform a play for the king's wedding day. So these actors are not professionals. They are regular guys that lay bricks and do standard jobs, construction type, really average guys. They want to just do the best play you've ever seen, but they don't necessarily have the skills. And they're out here rehearsing. One of the people from their play gets turned into a donkey. There's all kinds of hijinks that ensue in the forest, and then, like most Shakespeare's comedies, everything works out in the end. But lots of magic and mistaken identities and things that happen, which is typical Shakespeare, and lots of good laughs in there to make it to the end. I won't spoil the ending, but that's kind of the setup. So it's pretty easy to follow that we just want the people to be in love with who they're supposed to be in love with. We want all the weddings to go well.
What character do you play, Abbie?
I play Puck. So he is the jester and right-hand man to the fairy king. And he has been given a magic flower to try and fix the love that's gone wrong. And he applies the magic flower to the wrong people. So I'm running around trying to do the fairy king's work as Puck, which is a very fun role to play. Very similar to Peter Pan, very mischievous, young, causing problems type magical entity.
How long have you been an actor, and how did you come to Belleville?
I've been an actor since probably like I was in third grade, if count your sister writing plays and making you perform them counts, which is over 15 years. Yeah, since I was very, very young, and that's what I went to school for. So I went to school, and I was a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Drama, and love brought me to Belleville. So my partner is in the Canadian Armed Forces with the Air Force, and we were stationed here come July. So.
Well, welcome to the area. Well, Abbie, how can we get tickets to this, and when is the show running for Midsummer Night's Dream?
You can get tickets on our website. Our box office in person has very limited hours, so buying online would be the easiest. I recommend getting your tickets in advance because the shows do sell out. Our show begins running November 28th, and it will be for 3 weekends. So So it'll be the 28th through December 15th, and it'll be the evening shows on the Friday and Saturday should be like 7:30, and our Sunday show is a matinee.
So Abbie, what about the cast? Walk us through how many folks are with you for the Midsummer's Night's Dream.
I'm unsure of the official number, but it's up where if we were to round, probably around like 25-ish people. So between those three plots of our royalty and our lovers and our fairies, and then even our actors doing the play, that's quite a lot of people. And we have children who are working on the show with us too as younger fairies. So we have a wide age range and lots of different people that are coming together to make this story happen.
How often have rehearsals been, Abbie, and how is it going, especially learning the text?
It seems to be going really well. Rehearsals we probably have 3 on weekdays, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we have like Sunday afternoon. And I know there's things probably happening outside of an actor's schedule with regards to set and costumes that are in that time that I'm not seeing. It really takes a village to make a play happen. The text seems to be going really well with the actors. So Shakespeare writes in iambic pentameter, which is an unstressed and stressed beat 5 times, which is 10 syllables. And especially with Midsummer Night's Dream, a lot of it rhymes. So it's very similar to a song in that way. They wrote like that to help people memorize faster. And it really does, because it's rhythmic and has that rhyme and ability to be something that you could put in your brain perhaps a little faster, even though that's counterintuitive when you think, oh, this is old, it's going to be very hard. Shakespeare did set us up to give us some things that can make it more helpful.
What's next for you after this play is finished?
I'm currently looking at possibly going back to school and getting a master's degree, but I'm highly contemplating auditioning for Belleville Theatre Guild's Cinderella, which is coming up because it's been too long since I've had the privilege of being in a musical. So it's hard to tell right now, but whatever it is, hopefully it's fun and exciting. So.
Well, we wish you all the best. Good luck for this latest run once again. Abigail Schmidt, thanks so much. Really appreciate it, and take care.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.